quarter on a 12-4 run. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. It's been one outstanding game from Dion Waiters.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, I mean, that's pretty much what we've come to expect out of him.
Yeah, that's an open book on all you need to know about what talent he has. I'll bet he adds a lot more to that tally in the second half.
The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Kyrie Irving is out there with Marion, and it's Verajao in at the 5 down low. So that's who's on the 4 for the Cavaliers. Nice hops and determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense. Well, few would have predicted back when Kevin Love was drafted 5th out of UCLA in 2008 that he'd become the superstar player we see today. He's transformed his body and expanded his game year after year.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, the Cavs' David Blatt, the first ever NBA head coach directly hired from the international ranks. Though he grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, "I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job." Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
A roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you. Now Verajao inside. Stolen by Thompson. Drops in the breakaway layup. Thompson's got it back down to within single digits for the Warriors.
Now that's a momentum shifter there. A steal leading straight to a quick bucket.
Yeah, great way to capitalize on the turnover. Can't waste any time. Get the ball up the floor.
Love goes in. That's good. Love's got 6. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Curry with the 3. They get it again. Goes up again. No good from Bogut.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. Their rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Irving can't hit.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Everything appeared to be lined up for Cleveland to get back into the playoffs last year, but that just wasn't the case. A lot of what-ifs for them last season.
And with another top pick on the roster, Kevin, and a youthful team, they were a popular pick before the season to play postseason games, but they still needed some seasoning.
Iguodala kicks to Bogut. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
You can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
And Cleveland making a change here. Waiters is checked in. Barnes is checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Steph Curry. And now for Cleveland. They still have the youth to grow, but with LeBron on board, the sky for them is the limit.
As are the expectations.
Stay behind him over and go. Win that game.
LeBron drives in. That's in there. Love with the assist. 8 points for LeBron.
Virtually uncontested. It's nice to be able to add to the lead without really having to work for it.
Bogut kicks to Thompson. That's good. Thompson's got 8 points.
And one more note about Cleveland. Everyone will now assume that they will make the playoffs this year, but the ultimate goal is a title, something that hasn't happened in the city of Cleveland for any major sport in a long time. Probably 64. They may be the last title.
Again, you're right on it.
That's his first personal foul.
A different look now for Cleveland. Thompson comes in for Anderson Varejao. And Miller's subbed in for Kevin Love. Golden State also making some changes. Kuzmic's checked in. And it's Draymond Green in for David Lee.
Well, we have a moment now. Let's check out some numbers for Dion Waiters, how he performed last season. He averaged about 16 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Tell you what, he's been scary good over that run of games, just taking his usual brand of stellar offense and even building on it.
And Steve, you know that's not easy to do considering the high level he already plays at on an everyday basis. To move the needle another notch higher, especially.
And he gets it to go.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
Livingston, that's good. 41 seconds left in the third. James kicks to Irving. To the paint. And to find Thompson, he gets it to him. Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Exactly. I mean, the score is right where you'd expect it to be when the battle on the boards is that lopsided.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Now Thompson. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. The Cavaliers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. The Warriors making a switch here. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Here's Thompson. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Kemp. Warriors trail by 14. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. Harrison Barnes is out there with Kuzmic. Nobody near Barnes. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's now 9 points for Barnes. James outside. Outside Irving. Feeds to Miller. Waiters passes to Thompson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's right where they wanted to go with the ball on that possession.
Pass to Iguodala. Moving against Curry. Barnes, screen on Miller. 6 on the shot clock. Hangs in the air. Kuzmic gets the bucket.
Yeah, not just an everyday finish. He put a little pizzazz on that one, guys.
And the Cavaliers call time here. The Warriors, guys, with the acquisition of Andre Iguodala, possesses one of the elite starting fives, I think, in the NBA.
Yeah, and the numbers prove that, Kevin. Their starting five was right there near the top of the league in terms of efficiency. And, you know, the big thing is just getting the bench more involved and trying to get more continuity with that second unit.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Love comes in for Miller. And it's Marion in for Dion Waiters. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He said, we are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
Thank you, Doris.
And I think, you know, last season, Warriors coaching staff tried to play the starters together to help develop their chemistry, but when the bench platoon went in, the other team typically took advantage and made a big run. So as the season wore on, coaching staff went to a more blended lineup approach in an effort to keep more scoring on the floor.
It's stolen by Bogut. Here's Iguodala. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam. And the Warriors also making some moves to get more offense off the bench. Very resourceful front office, and they knew that was a priority.
It's Thompson off the drive.
People knew that he could shoot the ball coming out of college, but I don't think teams knew that Klay Thompson would develop into the dead-eye shooter that he's become. He is a flat-out laser. He can go to get into zones where he just doesn't miss, whether he's open or well guarded. Well, a good game tonight for Thompson. 10 points and 1 steal as well.
You just can't find fault with anything he's done here. The effort, the energy, his production, his defense, it's all there.
All hustle, non-stop effort from him all over that 94 by 50-foot box.
Irving dishes to Love. Fires from deep. Shot clock at 6. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 4th assist in this one. And Steve, with Klay, you know not every team thought of him as an elite shooter, or he wouldn't have gone as late as he did in the draft. But with his size, he has incredible range, and that has proved to be a factor in his play.
Man, one thing he's been able to do this last season is find ways to quicken that release. So now he can get that 3 off in the blink of an eye. He's a big, strong kid and doesn't need much room at all to let it fly. So what an incredible weapon to have on offense.
Okay.
Clark, they can burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, and maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
And Sean Marion with the slam. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess. Huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
And he knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Thompson. Love outside. It's Marion with the drive. Irving again. Iguodala. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to the W.
If they're not there already, Steve,
He
it's a
was
tremendous all-around game of basketball they've played.
Well, this is going to end in a lopsided victory, obviously. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness and the ability to close. You really have to give it up for the Cavaliers.
You know, Clark, when you shoot this well from 3-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Well, you said it all there, Kevin. They were lethal from behind the arc.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And you always like to jump on your opponent early in the season series. This is just the first of 3 between these two teams, but a good win to go up 1-0 on the year against the Warriors.
Depth always a factor in wins like this, and what an incredible game out of nowhere it was for Irving. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do anything really to stop him.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I thought so too, Clark.
Thompson with the bucket.
And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
Irving drives in, and he banks in the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
Just a little bit more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate the win.
Well, they can already start to celebrate, Steve, and they should let their team hear it. They were good.
Defensive foul. That's his 2nd personal foul.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Both teams will make substitutions. Both free throws good for Irving. Here's Kuzmic. Here's Livingston. Good D by Miller.
You're not doing your team any good forcing a shot like that one.
You know, I agree. He's got to know better than that.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you add?
Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Curry, Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.